All right, good morning, everybody. Quick flight today. Let's run through our checklist and we'll talk about it. So, see, we're half left, half up, 150 and 10 on GPS 1. Yep. Half left, half up, 150 and 10 on GPS 2. Got 22 gallons on board. Continue. Yep. Go ahead and turn the old autopilot on. It's cloudy out today, but it's not too bad. Clouds are slowly coming up. They just came up enough for me to barely be able to go where I'm trying to go. And I say barely because the place that I'm going doesn't have any instrument procedure, so I have to maintain cloud clearances all the way there. Leaving won't be a problem if the clouds come back down a little bit, as long as they don't get too low, because I can pick up IFR as soon as I take off and come back to anywhere I need to go. But today we're just going up to the mechanic for an oil change and a couple other quick little things, hopefully. See what we got going on here for... I don't know who that is. I'm not answering the phone. Bro. Weird how I checked downloads yesterday and didn't have any, but now all of a sudden there's 80. But I'll be alright because I have my phone if I need any parts. Nope. We're going to T 67. Boom. Activate. Put it in GPS2. F2. 67 up to Hicks. Yes, integrity loss, that's okay. We'll pick it back up in just a minute. All right. We're going to go 1200, so let's pick up the weather and put that in.
7, 1,900 scattered, ceiling 3,200, broken, temperature 27, dew point 23, altimeter 2977. On average, GPS runway 18 right, approaching use, landing runway 18 right. Advise on initial contact, you have Yankee. Thanks to our information, Yankee 1555 Zulu, wind 190 at 12, visibility 7, 1,900 scattered, ceiling 3,200, broken, temperature 27, dew point 23, altimeter 2977. On average, GPS from...
All right, 2977. Checks out because there is, in fact, a giant low pressure system real close to here. All right. Autopilot, check. I have control, check. Set this. Wasn't expecting to do that. Usually it's the opposite other way, so that kind of caught me off guard. We're going to try to stay at like 1,700 feet. I go 2,000, and if I need to drop down, I'll come back down. Nope. Yes. That. All right, let's make sure we got everything. We'll go ahead and bug our 177 for runway heading for a little bit, because we're going to fly that way for just a couple potatoes. Turn this on. All right, avionics are set, ATIS we got, altimeters are set, clearances we'll pick up in a minute. Avionics are set, transponders 1200, radios are good, taxi light, we're blue over brown, airspeed is right in both places, altimeter is right in both places, our VSI is 0, our turn coordinator is level. And our compass heading is pretty much the same in all three spots, so we're good there. So it's just a brake check and make sure the turn coordinator dips in. So right brake, left brake, parking brake. That is good, okay. And we'll make our right turn right up here. I'm actually going to turn left, I want to turn right to check the current coordinator, and it moves appropriately that direction, and same this direction. I'm gonna do something real quick on my phone. Yeah, somehow we're, doesn't look like it, but we are. Speak Tower Cherokee, speaks ground Cherokee 253 Whiskey Mike. We're at the Southwest Tees with Yankee Radio Taxi. I don't know why it's that tower.
Number 253 Whiskey Mike, speaks ground runway 18 right, taxi via Alpha Charlie.
18 right via Alpha Charlie Cherokee 3 Whiskey Mike. Well, that was silly. That was silly. Silly. Quick little maintenance day. Hopefully we can get it back relatively quickly. Don't want to wait up there too long. And then when we go leave here, I want to fly to the Arlington airport to get gas because it's like a heck of a lot cheaper compared to everybody around. I'll check the gas at Hicks, but the AirNav website said it was like $6.25 and Arlington is $5.80. Yeah, $5.85. A little windy, not too terrible yet. This afternoon, later this afternoon / this evening, possibility of some thunderstorms, and I'm sitting definitely due for an oil change. So let's get this knocked out. And my brake caliper has been leaking. It started happening right when it started warming up, so we thought attributed it to maybe the temperature, but it just hasn't really stopped. So we're just trying to get that taken care of real quick like. And then I'll switch over the frequencies and whatnot on the radios because I want to cut through Meacham's class Delta to get there, hopefully. Hopefully they let me do that. If not, I'm going to have to take a big juke to the east to scoot around it. And come back around to the west where I need to go, as opposed to pretty much slightly north-northwest is where I want to go from here. Slow down just a little bit. Scattered at night. This is not scattered at 1900, dude. This is overcast. Maybe broken pockets, but so I'll put in Meacham and COM 1, and I'll put in Hicks and COM 2. That wind correction is the south here. Maybe it is. I don't know, man. All right, let's see. So let's go ahead and knock that out now while we're thinking about it. Let's go ahead and put in 18.3. And I think they're 122. No, they're 123.05. I don't think or whatever. Max base 305. Enter. Transfer. All right. All right. Flight control check. Left, right. Good. Up and down. Trim is good there. Let's go ahead and switch our fuel tanks. Go ahead and try to load up our generator 2. So let's go ahead and full power. Clean it out just a little bit because it's pretty warm and humid. The density altitude is 2600. All that good there. Go down to 2000. Good, so left mag. Down to 1950. Back to both. Good recovery. Right mag. 1960. Back to both. Good recovery. Carb heat check. Good recovery. All right, generator is looking good. Oil pressure, fuel pressure, oil temperature is coming up. Battery's looking good over here. Fuel flow is looking good here. Let's do an idle check. That's coming up. Let's make sure we got everything. Let's see, run up. Switch chains we did. Flight controls are good. Mixture is set. Primer is locked. TAC 2000, we checked both mags, 1950, so they were pretty much the same, so that's good. Carb heat was good. Battery's good. Fuel pressure, oil temperature is good. Friction lock is set. Idle check was done. This will be a normal takeoff. We'll do flaps up. I'll try and fuel pump on when we get to the line. Make sure it's set for best power. Carb heat we don't need. Pitot heat we don't need. Transponder is set 1200. Heading bug is runway heading. Let's go ahead and close and latch the door. That's good. Landing light and strobes are already on. All right, guys, we should be off the ground by the first taxiway intersection there. If not, we're pretty much going straight ahead. I'm going to text the wife. Tell her I'm heading that way. Not her way, but this south one correction back in. If it's scattered at 1900, we might come back down to our pattern altitude here of 7. Well, you know, that's fine because that's based off of AGL, so we're good. Speak Tower, Cherokee 253, Whiskey Mike, holding short of 18 right at Charlie. We'd like a right downwind departure to the north, please.
Number 253, Whiskey Mike, Space Tower, runway 18 right, clear for takeoff, right turn out approved.
18 right, clear for takeoff, and right turn out approved, Cherokee 3, Whiskey Mike. Nobody's coming. Let's go ahead and get towards the edge of the runway here. Man, it is warm. Let's go ahead and open up this vent. It is warm and muggy out. 18 right on the runway. I sit. Righty, here we go. Smooth application of power. Airspeed's alive already. Everything's looking good. I'm out at 74. Trying to track runway heading here because please let this be a good flight. I say that for all of them, just not always on camera. All right, let's go ahead and make a turn. Oh. Actually, no. We're pretty much coming into the clouds right here. And Speak Tower, Cherokee 253 Whiskey Mike. I'd like to go ahead and come back in and just make it a full stop. These clouds are actually lower than the 1900.
Number 3 Whiskey Mike, roger. Runway 18 right, clear to land. What are they showing at for you? Because we are showing 1900.
I feel like I'm certain pretty much right at the bottom here, and I'm at 1600. And definitely not going to make it towards Meacham.
Roger.
So, yep. All right. That's how you do that, guys. Aborting the takeoff. Well, shouldn't say that, not aborting the takeoff, but that's 1900 AGO, and we're 700 feet here, so what's 700 plus 1900? That's pretty much where we should be, and that's not it. Not it. So we need to descend quickly because I actually stayed high because some power before I get too slow. I don't want to induce a stall spin because I'm going too slow. That would not be bueno. All right, well, gotta get a takeoff in and a landing. If you don't like it, turn around. Clouds are supposedly higher out there. And Tower 3 Whiskey Mike, I just want to double check, make sure I was still clear to land, couldn't remember.
Number 3 Whiskey Mike, affirmative, you are clear to land.
Clear to land 18 right, Cherokee 3 Whiskey Mike, thanks.
Tower, Air Flight 3, we're about 10 to your west, southwest, 1,800, request transition eastbound. Air Flight 3, Space Tower transition approved, altimeter 2977. 2977, Air Flight 3.
And we do have a crosswind from the right, still. Man, my hands are sweaty. It's from the heat, like not nerves or anything, but I'm just really warm. Right, left rudder, not too much left rudder. Whew. Oh my God, it's so fucking hot. I am burning up here. Well guys, hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did.
Number 3 Whiskey Mike, you can taxi via Echo and Alpha.
Echo Alpha 3 Whiskey Mike, thanks. Got southerly wind correction in. Alright, well, thanks for coming along, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it'll be better.